Do you still have a Sears near you? Or have you even been to a JAX outdoor gear? We're going to be taking a look at the brand new one in Cheyenne, Wyoming right now. My name is Optopolis. Welcome back to the channel where we explore where no one else has explored before. Today we are taking a look at the JAX outdoor gear that just opened in the Sears Anchor, the original Sears Anchor of the Frontier Mall in Cheyenne, Wyoming. If you want a history of Sears and Cheyenne, please check out the video that is linked in the card. Today we will instead be taking a look at the history of JAX and their stores. For today's video, we are entering through the mall entrance, and you'll notice immediately that they haven't really changed a lot. If you visited this Sears while it was open, you'll even notice some things are in similar places. JAX started as a 2,400 square foot building in Fort Collins, Colorado as a military surplus store in 1955. Over the years, they've expanded to many locations, currently at 8 stores, including the new Cheyenne store we are at. Oddly enough, I noticed that my receipt has Cheyenne store showing as number 9, even though it's the 8th store in existence. So I'm not exactly sure why this is, and if you do know, you should comment it down below. I noticed they had bikes here as well, and while they may have fewer than the average Walmart or Target, it is nice that it's generally different from what Walmart and Target sell for brands and styles. You'll also notice that some of the shelves are still empty, and this is mainly because they only softly opened on November 23rd for the holidays. They're scheduled to have their official grand opening by next spring, and the store will be in full operational order by then. Something JAX has that others don't is a wide selection of very specific toys. These are brands that are rarely sold anywhere else, such as the Kubota brand, and they tend to be higher quality than what I remember getting myself as a kid in other stores in Cheyenne. JAX has built both a few locations as well as taking over a few others, such as the Shopco in Loveland, Colorado, and a big Kmart in Broomfield, Colorado. Something JAX does, much like Sutherland's, is taking full advantage of any facades that are already existing, versus obliterating them, thereby preserving some of the history behind the building, and also using the building for something better. I'll admit that this JAX store was the first JAX outdoor gear I've ever visited, but they do have a ton of products that even I like, ranging from food and candy to clothing and even toys and appliances. As we progress through the store, you'll notice, especially if you visited this store as a Sears, that the floor plan has also changed very little. The tile still follows the same pattern throughout the store, and most of the walls are still in the same place, even though there were a couple that were knocked down. The auto center even still has the batteries inside, even though the repair garage is now used for bird feed and soil instead of fixing cars. Despite the similarities with the past Anchor, they have increased the size of the sale floor, expanding it to the optical center and the photo studio, allowing the show and sale of more products as well. In this area, you can also find many kitchen supplies and snack foods. One of these is beef jerky, and I've tried 2 of the flavors that they sell of this jerky. The jerky is actually really soft and tender, but it's also juicy and rich in taste, in my opinion, which makes it definitely well worth the price, even though it is a little bit pricey. Compared to other brands. Across the hall in the former optical center, they have their own cafe, which isn't really a common aspect I see in most stores. Even the Kmarts had started to switch to Little Caesars cafes back in the day instead of using their own K-cafes. On my last visit to JAX, yes, I've been there twice, I had a vanilla-flavored Italian soda from here, and it actually tasted quite delicious, arguably better than what my high school's cooking classes made for the students and teachers alike, even though those were also good. Even more, they sell all sorts of camera supplies here, including the Manfrotto mini tripod that I've been wanting for over 6 months now. While this location doesn't have tons of Canon products, I have noticed that their website does have many Canon products. So it's definitely possible that I'll come here for my next camera, especially since there isn't really much of a camera store here in Cheyenne. They do also have quite a decent selection of clothes, and while I still like my Levi's, I definitely will consider coming here for clothes the next time instead of having to travel all the way out of town. Hopefully, they have clothing that's relatively reasonable for more fits versus only selling clothes for toothpicks. What was your favorite part of the JAX? Let me know down in the comments below. Click the video at the top to see a video recently uploaded. Click the video on the bottom to see a video YouTube recommends to you. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.